I was so unhappy last year, and even the beginning of this year, I was so unhappy and I was so like joyless. I mean, there were so many reasons. It all was because I was actually clinically depressed. That was the beginning of it. But then on top of it was this fame that I didn't want at the time. It was this inability to go out places, and it was so torturous was because all I wanted to do was go hang out with my friends.
I just share what I feel like I would want to hear. And I think people are really ignorant about mental health and about age with mental health. And I think people think that a lot of younger people can't be upset about life. And I think that's super wrong. And I want to like teach the world that it's like, I don't know. It's hard. It's like you got to do what is right for you. I'm not going to tell you to go tell everybody how you feel, and I'm not going to tell you to not tell anybody. It's just like whatever you feel is the right thing for you, you got to do that for yourself. Like whatever makes you happy, that's all you got to do. Don't listen to anybody else. I never decided to. I never was like, I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to talk about this. I just talked about what I was feeling and talked about why it was bad or why it was good or why it was whatever. And then it became this like, oh, she's making a statement, which I actually love because I didn't realize I was. And now that I think about it, like I realize how many people aren't talking about that kind of stuff and why people are so like shocked when you do talk about it. I'm like, why is that so shocking? Like I'm telling you like about how I am as a human. Like, why is that weird? You know, but then I mean, it's true because people just don't talk about it. And it's weird because I think it should be something that should be talked about. I don't like that like celebrity or whatever is thought of as this really bulletproof thing and this like, you know, beautiful, perfect, you know? And lots of it is amazing. It's incredible and like priceless, but a lot of it's really hard and it's really like intense and I don't think that should be lied about. I mean, if I'm honest with you, like the last 2 years were kind of the worst mentally for me. And it sucks to like know that because and feel that and say that because I had such an amazing like career, you know? I had these crazy things happening all around me and I was so not there for them because of my brain and because of the things that my brain was telling me. And like the beginning of this year, I think I was the most depressed that I've ever been. I was in Europe for a month and I felt like nothing, there was no point to anything at all. And I don't know how I got out of it. I just think I was patient. And it sucks because like, obviously Ocean Eyes came out when I was 13. You know, this all happened to me when I was 14, 15. And shit, what was I gonna say? Damn, it was gonna be so good. Oh, okay, my bad. This is the thing, like, I grew up, this was happening, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And at the beginning, I would always see, like, because I'm a very open person, and I've always, like, just said the way I felt, and if I felt like shit, I would say it. And there was a period of time when I would see online, like, oh, she's fake depressed, like, she's, you know, she's like faking how she feels and she's such a fucking blah, blah, blah. She's like a little rich white girl and she's blah, blah, blah. And it hurt so bad to see that when I literally was bleeding on the bathroom floor. And I would see that and it just like, oh, it's so embarrassing. Sorry. Ooh. It like tore me apart also because I grew up like, I don't pity myself at all. I had the most amazing childhood. We both had like so much fun growing up, but we didn't grow up with money at all. You know, we grew up in a tiny little house and that was fine. But, you know, to see that I'm fake depressed and I was doing it for attention, it just made me like never want to go outside again. And the last 2 months of my life right now, I've kind of been in the happiest place I've ever been in. And this is so embarrassing. I'm literally the worst. It's okay. I think all it was I was patient. And I
to be honest with you, I didn't think I would make it to this age. And I have, and I waited, and here I am, and I'm like happier than I've ever been in my life. So I think be patient.
To be honest, I held back from talking about it for, this whole time until that interview. And I think even like when I've been, like last year, I've kind of come out of that place and started to like be okay and everything like I talked about. And I felt like I couldn't even say that because I was worried. I don't know. The internet's crazy, so you kind of worry. You don't know what people are gonna say, and like I kind of decided after talking to a couple people, I was like, you know what? I gotta say how I'm better now, so that people understand that it's possible to get better. And I genuinely was in that bad place, and like I'm genuinely better, and it's possible. And I swear on my life, I never thought I would be happy again. So I am, and yes.